Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with the greatest recordings ever. Now, part of this series, is to do familiar music and some to do unfamiliar music, sometimes to do unfamiliar music, and also to let our hair down and have a little fun, with the greatest recordings of their genre. And I just have to do this. I've talked about it before because I love it so much, but, you can't get enough. Jungle Drums by Morton Gould and his orchestra, the apotheosis of 1950s crossover lounge / music exotica stuff. I mean, it's just wonderful. It comes from a period. This was recorded in let me get this thing out. Hang on. Wait a minute. There we go. Let's see. Marcus, 1957. There you go. The fabulous 50s in the United States where samba was all the rage, Latin American music was incredibly popular, lounge music was popular, cool jazz. And there was this wonderful mixture of things and classical crossover works, and people were playing all kinds of stuff. And this is the result, really at one of its highest points. The description of this is wonderful. Daring bandmaster musician Morton Gould leads his fearless orchestra through a tropical landscape of feverish rhythm and melodic moxie, released in 1960 and burnished in the legendary glow of living stereo sound and presented here with the original cover and liner notes. It was, Jungle Drums is guaranteed to thrill and chill, serve straight up or on the rocks. Oh, so tacky. And there's the original cover. Have a look. Those were the days. It was a more innocent time. It really was. But this happens to be a phenomenal collection of stuff. You got a lot of Ernesto Lecuona, who was really famous for doing these, he was the Cuban composer who did all this Latin sort of crossbreed stuff that was really fun. So you've got Jungle Drums, La Comparsa by Lecuona, and this is Gitanerias, which is, gypsy things by Lecuona, and Andalucia, which is gorgeous, and Malagueña. These are great tunes. This is all Ernesto Lecuona, Cordoba, Danza, Yukumi. If you were around in the 50s, you recognize all this stuff. This was top 40 stuff, And the Rapsodia Negra, that's all the Lecuona stuff. Then you got the Hawaiian War Chant. Remember that? Oh my goodness, the Hawaiian War Chant and Caravan by Duke Ellington, the Ritual Fire Dance by Manuel de Falla, Tropical, and Tropical, and the Little Train of the Caipira by Villa-Lobos. That gets tossed in there. Swamp Fire by Mooney. Swamp Fire. How would you like to go to your friend? Hey, let's go listen to Swamp Fire. Well, it's better than swamp gas. Let's put it that way. I would rather have swamp fire any day. And then, the Batuque by Fernandes, the Brazilian composer. Actually, we just talked about the complete suite from which Batuque is one of the numbers. So that's really cool. He was Mexican, wasn't he? Wasn't he Brazilian or Mexican? I don't remember. Anyway, doesn't matter. It's fun. And it's exciting, and it's rhythmic, and it's really well played, and really well recorded. Now, I have a whole collection of lounge music, 50s lounge music, and particularly of the more exotic variety. And someday, I've talked about some of it. I have. There's some stuff that I've absolutely got to mention, and it's got to be part of this series because it's just so much fun. one of the greatest of all of those arrangers was Esquivel, who did stuff that was just incredible and stereo crazy, stereophonic extravaganza things. It was an incredible perfectionist. And these composers were serious. They were serious guys. They were into serious fun. They wanted you to have a seriously good time. And this is just a disc I return to when I want to relax or just have an enjoyable listen because it's amazing. It's amazingly entertaining. And this mixture of classical and semi-classical and non-classical and world music or ethnic music or whatever. It's just from a delicious period when all of that was grist for the mill. You ground it all up, stuck it together, and enjoyed what came out. And we didn't worry about things like political correctness or cultural appropriation or any of that crap that's making the enjoyments of life such a misery. So yeah, go for jungle drums. You've earned it. Keep on listening, friends. Thanks for joining me. Take care.